Hey everyone, this is Karen Waksman, founder of Retail MBA. Today we're going to be talking about selling at True Value. So if you have a great product that's perfect for True Value, this training will give you some things to think about in regards to selling to them. With that said, let's get started on today's training. All right, True Value. It is very similar to, say, in Ace Hardware, Home Depot, some version of that. The things to think about for True Value is that they have corporately owned stores, and that means that there's a buyer who can buy products for their stores, just like Home Depot and so forth. They do buy products for their stores, obviously, but they also have stores that are individually owned, where they are owned by, say, an individual owner who's purchased the ability to sell products under the True Value brand. And essentially, the reason I say that is essentially they're franchised. But the bottom line is that True Value, you can sell to them on the corporate level where they buy products for all of their stores, or you can sell to their individually owned retailers. The reason that matters to you is you can literally get in your car today and go to a local True Value store and see, are they individually owned or are they corporate owned? If they're individually owned, a lot of times the owner or the manager or something has the ability to purchase products on the spot. And I've seen it happen time and time again with our customers. It's very similar to Ace Hardware. Ace Hardware has corporate buyers. They also have local buyers as well. And so that's really exciting, right? So maybe you don't want to sell to all of the True Value stores, but you want to sell to maybe an individual True Value store or a few in your local area. And that can be possible. I don't know if it's the one in your particular area, but that's a big deal, right? So, I mean, what you need to do is you bring a product with you, talk to them, and there's obviously strategies on how to get them to buy, and there's more to it than that. But the essence is that you could conceivably sell to them on a local level. Walmart actually used to do that, where you could literally walk into a Walmart and sell to them for that particular store. They've gotten more corporate since then. The reason why Walmart did that was because sometimes there are certain products that are perfect for their local region, and so that matter to that customer. And so that's why they did that a lot of times. So unfortunately, now there's paperwork you have to fill out for their local buying program, but some retailers do it. 7-Eleven, they're franchise owned as well as corporately owned. That's another retailer that you can go after as well. So the point here is that beyond the fact that it's a great revenue opportunity, you can start small and scale and grow from there. The other thing to think about is just because they're a hardware store does not mean they don't have every type of product imaginable. People always presume that they just only sell one type of thing. It's actually not accurate. If you walk into an Ace Hardware, they have all sorts of crazy things. Never underestimate what they're selling in that store. So if you have a consumer electronics product, don't ignore True Value. If you have clothing for that audience, don't ignore. Whatever it is for them, just double check, do your research, go online, take a look around, see what's happening before you make that assessment that you need to walk away from them just because they technically are, selling hardware products. They sell many different product categories and even all sorts of different products. So just double check before you make that assessment. Another thing that I want to mention about True Value is that because they're corporately owned, as well, meaning they have buyers who buy for their corporate stores, they can make you many millions of dollars. Why? Because they have a ton of stores they're responsible for. Just remember that just because you may not see them all over the place doesn't mean that they are not one of the major players in the space. It's definitely an opportunity to remember. I have clients who make millions of dollars just off one retailer and the larger retailer chain. So again, these are huge opportunities. And sometimes I just create these videos just to remind people to take a look at new retailers they never thought of, because maybe you live in a town where True Value isn't there and so forth. So that's also something to think about. Anyways, I hope this provided value for you. If you want to learn how to approach, pitch, and sell retailers like True Value, please click on the link below. We have free webinar trainings on how to approach, pitch, and sell to retailers below. We have do-it-yourself programs, done for you programs, live events, matchmaking with retailers and so forth. And just want to support you in every way. Also subscribe, keep in touch. We have so much training and we post a lot of stuff here. Thank you so much. I wish you the best. Karen Waksman, Retail MBA.